What's up? Welcome to the lab after dark. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Good to be here. Oh my! I don't want that. I don't like. I like that background, but not for this. There we go. Lab at dusk. It's the lab at dusk. Lab after the noon, or I don't know. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Can you hear me good? Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yeah. Nope. Can't tell. Kathy can hear me. Good. That's fantastic. That's what we're going for. We're going for sound. That's what we want. We want sound. All right. So what's up, everybody? How are you tonight? Kathy says that she hears me. Fantastic. Rosie May, what's up, Rosie? She's got she can hear me. That's good. Everything's good. What's going on with your headphones? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, sometimes I don't know. I was doing something and sometimes when I'm narrating, I can't hear you, Leah. Sometimes when I'm narrating, the the, the cans work better, but I do typically I really do just like those crappy iPhone headphones. I could switch them. I just hadn't yet. Maybe I'll do that. Hold on. Thanks. You got me all paranoid. 1 second. It's funny because I'm talking right now and you can hear me. I can hear me. Sort of. But not really. Frig. You know why the internet? It's like the internet's such a crazy place. What is it? Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. It sounds better to me. I don't know. But the internet is such a crazy place, and not that I'm just learning that. I think I've known that for a long time, but like people will say anything, like in comments or in chats, or like they can say whatever they want. They can just be filthy, rotten liars. They can just do and say anything. It's weird. Like, that's weird, you know? What's also weird is when liars hold contests for biggest liars. I find that odd, but I won't go into that. But the one thing that I do kind of get tired of is like victim shaming. And I don't know if this is, I don't think that this is sexist to say. You never want to lead with that, by the way, because inevitably it's probably going to be. But I would have thought that, and I think for the most part, it's true that women really do support women, other women, when they come out with like accusations and things of being abused. I find that odd. Um, like I almost don't expect anything from when it comes to like men understanding anything that has to do with anything, I guess. But like I've never seen. I'm just never mind me, never mind the things that I say. And yeah, one way this is a great point because when I first started on YouTube, and I can't remember how fast. I remember like the gradualness of live streaming because I wasn't like a live streamer, and I was just a podcast guy. And when it kind of I would say actually no, I started on YouTube just uploading videos, like just videos that I had done, and some did well and obviously some didn't, and some would catch and some wouldn't, and then there would be some comments, but nothing like substantial. It'd be like 400 or 500 views and like 6 comments. But there were people that were like, "Oh my god, I love your style and the things you do," and like that's something that I really do plan to get back to in a lot of ways. But there weren't that many comments. But then I started doing these live streams, and I didn't. I started out just random like reviews and stuff like that, and so I did that, and then I started to get like some traction, and but it went from like you know 6 live viewers to 12 to 20 to 80 to 150. And then sometimes, depending on the subject matter, I think it would, 400 or 500. It was a lot. And then there would be lots and lots of comments. And most of them would be nice comments, but I would always read the bad one, the one where somebody was just being a total jerk or whatever you want to call it. And I mean, I would just flat out single that one out and not respond. I even did it in the chats, and not respond to the good ones, the nice compliments. I would just focus, and I don't know who said it. I can't remember who said it. I don't remember at all. But what I remember is they said, why do you only they said, why do you only respond to, or you only respond to negative comments? Which I was like thinking, is this a negative comment? And it wasn't a negative comment at all. It was somebody who was around a lot. And I was like, you're right. That's true. That is absolutely true. And I had to learn that. I just had to learn it. And like as it's grown, and as like we've got more of a base, and people leave comments, and what I try to do is I try to respond to the great or the nice comments, and I do still respond to like the crappy ones, but and sometimes I find myself wanting to respond to those, but I get so many of them. I get so many of them that I can't, like, I can't respond to the mean ones. Like, if you're if you're a YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel, um, there's a section that you can go in, and it's held for review comments. You know, if you have any in there held for review, typically is because there's a bad word, or somebody's like somebody's going to just they're going to say something mean. Here's the thing about that. Like I've said before, and I thought about one time going, hey, you know, we should do a show where I read the held for review comments. And then I was thinking, I'm never going to review those ever. That is a lockbox. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opening it. I don't want to see what's in there. Just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. Another thing you hear is, oh, you know, they'll delete your comments over there, or they'll, you know, whatever. And I'll just tell you that there are people that take it as a badge of honor when they say, I don't delete comments. I do. I certainly do. On my page, absolutely. Freedom of speech is just a figure of speech when it comes to my channel. I mean, think of it as a house. Like, this is our house. The people that like it here are here. The people that like it nourish and clean. And sometimes you have to clean the house. And I'm not going to let some stranger that I don't know or appreciate or whatever leave trash in my home. I throw it away. I get rid of it. It's gone, you know. I don't need it. It's my channel and it's your channel. It's people's channel that actually appreciate it, not for some psycho to come by and be like, you're an asshole, thanks for stopping by. And that's what happens. It's like somebody you've never heard from for the first time. They're like, I'm gonna leave a comment, you suck. Thank you, nice talking to you, buds. Thanks a lot. And then you just kind of move on from that. But that's what you get. Let's see here. Roswell. I've known Roswell for some time. Appreciate you, Josh. Thank you, Roswell. Roswell's an OG too. Yeah, I've had a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but I've also had people like leave the channel and then come back, and there's never any like hard feelings about that. If somebody doesn't want to watch me or the show anymore, then that's totally their prerogative. They don't like the way that I present myself. They don't like the style of the show. They don't like me in general. All of that is A-okay with me. I promise that I don't get upset about that kind of stuff. But what I do get upset about is when people attack victims that they know nothing about. I find that infuriating. That's the kind of stuff that bugs me. I don't get it. and I don't understand it, and I don't like it. Hypocrite, also hypocrites. Hypocrites, I'm a lot of things. And but I just hypocritical is something that I really try to avoid. I'm not saying I haven't been a hypocrite before, and but it's like a curse, like you're a cursed person if you're hypocritical, especially when it's repeatedly and over 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 and over. You know what I mean? And that happens a lot too. And at some point, you're like, this person's not a hypocrite. This person's just an a-hole. Like, they suck. They're just a bad person. Beware of people that when they get upset with you, inadvertently stuffs things in their back pocket and wait for a chance to bring it out. You don't want to be around those kind of people. You don't want to talk to those kind of people. You don't want to be around people that just want to sit on something and just wait and wait and wait to throw something in your face, because that person's just waiting for the right time. It's going to happen eventually. You just cannot engage with that kind of behavior. That's just my thought process. Yeah, it's hoarding ammo. It is, it's just waiting. Like, I wish that person would today. I wish they would say something. I wish they would say something. And then I'll expose them for the person that they are. We've all heard on YouTube people talk about getting exposed or exposing people. And it's one of the big thrills for a lot of people on YouTube. And they think that most of the time they're just being, I don't know, some sanctimonious warrior or whatever it is. I don't know what the joy is of doing that, but like those kind of things don't really interest me. The things that actually interest me are other situations, like real life interactions, but not just that, but taking those real life interactions and then talking about them, or being on or broadcasting about them, talking about real issues. It's the stuff that actually matters, not the 7 DUIs that this creator has had. You're not going to change a lot of people's minds when they're dead set on loving somebody, or, it's almost like gangland. YouTube is like gangland. There are territories that you're not supposed to cross. You're not supposed to be seen over there, and you're not supposed to be seen over here. And while typically I don't engage in that kind of behavior, I have before with a certain creator, but his name rhymes with Schmug, and he was a schmasshole. And I used to get really upset when, like, I would see people in my chat, in his chat, and so on and so forth. But I guess it could be disheartening to go somewhere and you're watching a show or something, and somebody who supports your show or channel or whatever does say something negative about you. And I don't know if I think may have had that happen before, but you don't address. I don't think that you have the right to address that person. I don't think you have the right to address them, because if you're on YouTube and you're getting paid and you're getting whatever it is that you get out of YouTube, um, singling out, you know, like chat members is never a good thing. I've done it before. It's weird. And it's funny that I do see people in the chat and saying things like, wow, Kayla, 8 months. 8 months. Thank you. I do see people in the chat saying, well, I go where I want and I do what I want. And God bless you. You should. There's a million other shows. There's a million other channels. There's a million other things to watch on YouTube. God bless you for it. That's a good thing. But you kind of watch these people, and it's all over YouTube. It's like, that person was over there, that person was over there, that person was over there. And it's just like, whatever, love them, bless them. That's right. Love them, bless them. Now, the only people that aren't, and I think it is funny when hosts of shows are like, don't block anybody, let them say what they want. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you're going, why would you do that? What is that proving? That proves what? That you can just bing, 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 bing. What is that proving? Other than you may be a sadist or somebody that just loves abuse. I don't know. I always wonder about that. Like they think it's don't get rid of that person. I say, get rid of them. Get them gone. Get them out of here. Why do we want them? We don't want them. Just go. What do you delete comments for? Because I don't like your comment. Why did you block me from my channel? Because I don't like your energy. This isn't, we're not in a contract here. If I don't like you, I don't like the things that you say about me, you're welcome to say them, but you're not going to say them here. And if you do say them, they'll get deleted and then you'll get, whatever. That's normal behavior to me. There are a million other places that you can start your own channel too. That's the cool thing about YouTube is that if you want to be heard, you have that chance. So, well, there are opinions, and then there are people just being mean for meanness sake. Opinions are welcome, but rudeness isn't. I guess I don't know. Like, rarely do we even have people in this chat fight. I don't see it much. Here and there, like little this or that, but nothing. There's not a lot of mean people, and because the people that already don't like your show or whatever it is, they don't like it. You're not going to change that. If at one time they liked it, they leave, there's a possibility that they may come back or change their mind or whatever. I don't know. But, you're not going to. Yeah, on other channels, mods fight. I've seen that. That's crazy to me. I've always found that a bit crazy. But I certainly don't care who anybody watches. I think that you should watch anybody that you want. I think that you should say anything that you want to say and feel however you want to feel. I just don't have to listen to it. Just like you don't have to listen to mine. And I am surprised that there are many people that do watch the show or shows that like I don't really, I mean, I'll tune in for something. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, weird. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just whoever you want to watch. It doesn't matter. You're allowed to. But I do find it odd that there are people that like watch the show that don't like the show or don't like me or don't like a certain other person because like I said, I'll tune into something, but I'm not sticking around at all. It's not a show where I'm going to go, oh, I want to watch this. You know, unless you want to watch a train wreck for a little bit, which but like when you see that same train wreck constantly, you know what I'm saying? The train constantly wrecks. How does it matter? When you see it so often, pretty soon you just go, well, the train's going to wreck. Like I've seen the Titanic sinks. You just know what's going to happen. It's just a foregone conclusion. Like, like since I've been here, so many people have dropped like that were popular YouTube channels or whatever. And they're just toast. Like it's crazy. They're just gone. And usually because of their own actions or that life gets in the way or whatever it is that happens. And I've always found that interesting as well. But Janet Tucker says that when I'm not live, I go to trials and documentary stuff, especially like the two. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not like I am. I don't know. I don't know how often I stream. It's hard to say. It's depending on the week. And um, I am trying to be more consistent streaming. And obviously, I think that builds a more firm base. But yeah, I mean, but I do have a lot of content. I have a lot of stuff you can go back and watch. You started the lab showing trials. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Well, no, I started the lab with videos. That's how I first started the lab. Live streaming or trials because I've always been I don't know. I don't even know when people started calling it true crime. I just know that I just watched those kind of documentaries and yeah. Yeah, Linda and I watched interrogation videos. We do all kinds of stuff like that. And sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat much. I'm sorry, but I'm trying. Yeah. Of course, but everybody does. You don't think that I'll like get a text me like, dude, you got to see what's going on over here, and I'm like, give me the breakdown, and they're like, this is happening. I'm like, all right, or I'm just like, yeah, it's not really that interesting. I typically just make that decision, but I don't. I don't just peek in and go, hey, is there anything cool or any fun going on in here? It's like what you never can tell by anybody's title um, what they're doing, and especially when they're just one of the things I've always found funny is why do people delete like they do lives and then they hide them, they private them and delete them. They don't. It's I don't get that. It's content. Is it because like you say something that you don't want to say? And so you're like, oh, I better get rid of that. I always found that weird. I see that happening a lot. I see that happening a lot, you know? It seems to be happening more and more often too. But I don't really know what the point of it is. Like, if you hide a video, can you not be? Is it a copyright issue? Is that what it is? Is it if you use somebody's content and then you hide it so they can't strike you? Is that can you still be strucken if it's privated or put behind a wall? You know? I don't know what the point of it is, and I am. I watch a lot of trials. Yeah, I do too. I do too. I don't stream them though. I don't stream trials. I don't know why. I just don't. Yeah, look, having content is a funny thing because if you have an ounce of talent, and there are some that do, you can entertain a group. But if you have nothing to offer, that's what happens. You see these enormous panels and just a bunch of gissy goss. Gissy goss. What the hell's that? Gissy goss? My on-air sign blew out. That thing was as bright as a lighthouse a few minutes ago. The hell happened there? Kind of an on-air sign doesn't work. That's terrible. Yeah. That was a pain. Why did that thing blow out? The lab sign's fine. Thank you, Linda. Yes, Linda got me. The on-air sign is broke. It's gone. That sucks. I just put it up. It was on. The reason it probably doesn't work is it was on the ground behind the air filter tower. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why it doesn't work, because it's been back there for a long time. But I plugged it in and it turned on, and then it like flickered a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be good." And then it made this sound. It went and then it went bright again. I blacked out for a second, and then I was like, "Okay, everything's good." I think it gave off some radiation. I'm not really sure what happened, to be honest with you. But yeah, it was like sound like a lightsaber. I was like, and now look at it. Now it's broke. Son of a gun. I don't know how to fix it. But here's the thing, there's like a million bulbs in it. But it hasn't been plugged in ages. It's barely ever been on. It was just sitting on the floor behind the the air filter. That's all that was happening with it. I do. I need a neon specialist. Demonic Maltipoo. Is that a type of dog? Look for a neon specialist. Are there such things? Get it together. I know. I know. My Galaxy Cove's not even on. What's going on? Retrograde. What's up, Brandy? Good to see you, Brandy. So a multi-poo. So you have a demonic. That's funny that you say that, because we'll have to exchange war stories sometimes. Sometime, because it's a little known fact around here that I have a dog that I believe was into the occult. So maybe we need to talk about that a little bit. That's true. I remember when Otis made it was like a pentagram and then pissed in the middle of it. Does anybody remember that story? That really happened. I watched him do it. It scared the bejesus out of me. I was like, oh my God. And then I ordered holy water from the River Jordan on Amazon, $19.99 Prime. Bam. And then I was like, the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. And then he stopped. He stopped doing it. He stopped making pentagrams and peeing in the middle of them. You remember? You remember. And then I drank the rest of the water. I had a parasite after that, but I can't say that it was specifically from the River Jordan holy water. All I know is that it did not claim to be filtered. You know, it wasn't filtered water. I did drink I was thirsty. After I went to Otis, and I was like, I thought that's what you were supposed to do. I thought you were supposed to drink the rest. I hadn't been that sick in 20 years. Don't drink the holy water or yellow water or anything like that. Otis is just, I'm going to tell you about him really fast. This dude walks around now like looking for trouble. Like he's not mean, but he's not backing down. Like he doesn't back down. And he just kind of bumps into things like, what's up? What's up? You know, like that's what he does. What's up? You know? And then every now and then he'll just bump into Macho. And Macho just like looks at him and is like, dude, back off. And then he'll bump into Macho again. He's like, back off. And then he'll bump into Macho again. And then it's a fight. And then it's on. And then I'm in the middle, rolling around on the floor like a walrus, trying to separate these two little hyenas, which somehow they seem to be able to avoid me while I'm trying to break them up. And, yeah. He's a turd. He doesn't chew up. Mystic, this is a great question. How many cords has he chewed up, shoes eaten? So he doesn't do any of that. He doesn't chew up cords. He doesn't chew up shoes. He chews up AirPods, paper of any kind, and my inhaler. So the paper, oh, and how could I forget? He chews the tops off of hats. He chewed up my grandmother's Bible. It's not just my grandmother's Bible. It's the Bible that was presented to my grandmother at my grandfather's funeral. He chewed a hole right through it. Like an actual hole right through it. Like that's when the holy water came into play. He chews up money. He chews up anything that's valuable. He doesn't chew on furniture. I'm not saying furniture is not valuable, but like normal dogs chew on furniture and stuff. He's I don't know if rotten's the right word. He's like the cutest little thing you've ever seen. But it's a real holy Bible. Yeah. Yeah. But I have a boneyard of AirPod cases. Some have the AirPods in them still, but like every other one might have one. Some of them, I think one has two, but what he does is he takes his little canine tooth and he pierces the speaker. And so each one of them have a hole in it. And that sucks when he does that. So I can't have AirPods at all. Never again. I will never own. I had the Beats ones, anything, any little Bluetooth that he chews it up, man. No, he's never chewed my wallet. He's never chewed a shoe. He's never chewed anything like that. He chews my inhaler, my hats, paper, money. This is how bad he is sometimes. Macho will be laying on the couch. Now imagine this. You're going to have to imagine it just a little bit, okay? Macho will be sitting on the couch, laying there tucked up like a little fat loaf of bread, and then like on top of a blanket, and the blanket will be hanging off of it just a little bit, and Macho will be asleep, and Otis will walk up to it very quietly and latch onto that overhanging blanket and start to pull. He tries to pull Macho off the couch while he's asleep. And he has succeeded a couple different times. And you have to get on to him about it. It's nuts. I'm just like, I've never seen a dog do something like that. He's such a jerk. And then when you tell him to knock it off, he looks at you like, dude, why can't I just do my thing? That's the look that I get from him. Why can't I just do what I want to do? You know, and you're just like, because you're a jerk. And he's the orneriest. Just walks around with his shoulders low, he thinks he's like a panther, and he's just like side to side, like looking at stuff. And whenever anybody gets up and moves, he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" So yeah, he's mean. He's cute. I'll see if he's awake. If he's awake, I'll see if I can get. Yes, but he might be asleep. But I don't. He's a lot to deal with. Hayden said he's sleeping. Naughty boy. He won't be any good. Cat, if I wake him up, he gets mad. Like he still hisses. He's the only dog that I've ever heard hiss, and he hisses a lot. Yeah, Macho is the sweetest thing of all time. He is the cutest puppy. He's not a puppy. He's a 5-year-old, but he's just the sweetest thing of all time. But he'll hiss. Like he gets mad about that kind of stuff. He goes, I'm not even kidding. If he goes, that's the noise he makes. I've never heard a dog make a noise like that. It's wild. He's like, oh my God. He still does that. Sometimes he just walks into a room and to get people's attention, he's just looking at the floor. You hear it's not normal. He tries to be an alpha, but like as soon as you confront him about anything. He like, what he does is he runs, like if he has something in his mouth that he's not supposed to have, I'll say, give it to me. And instead of him walking over to me and handing it to me, he runs up on the couch, gets in the corner, leans back. And as I'm reaching towards his mouth, he tries to whack my hand away. Yeah, so that's messed up. But that's what he does. Instead of just giving it up, he's got to make a whole production out of it. He knows that he's not supposed to have it, but he's like, well, maybe if I get to the corner here, and maybe if I do this, and maybe if I do that. And it's just like, just give me the, like the other night, somebody left a cup of noodle wrapper. Like it fell on the floor or something. And he just, which is really weird, because for some reason, he won't just take it outside and tear it up. He comes into the living room trotting like, I'm like, dude, you know I have to take that from you. And then it turns into a whole spiel, the whole thing. He's trying me. I'm tried, and I've been found guilty and executed. Okay? You're not trying me. I've been tried. We're past the tried stage. We're into the sentence. I'm on death row waiting. You know, tried. We're so far beyond that. Tried. Pull my hair out. He's the biggest pain in the butt. I don't know what playing keep away. We play keep away with toys. He just wants to keep it. Okay, so he is playing keep away. I'm not playing. It's a one-way game. If we have his toys, I'll play keep away. But he knows what he's supposed to have and what he's not supposed to have. He does. He's very, I was going to say very smart. And then I had to reel that back in because I'm not. He's Otis. I don't know if he's smart or not. I can never tell. Maybe that's what makes. Oh, yes, the button on top. He doesn't chew any other part of the hat except this right here. The buttons, pops them right off. Just pops them off. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of hats, if not thousands. Very nice hats. Hats that I love. And I don't know how to teach them not to do it. I wish I could. I wish I could teach them how to do it. I can't teach them. I certainly can't teach them. And it's funny because I know, and I stick to this. This is the one thing that I will not. I will not concede is that there is anybody out there that can fix him, because you can't. Trust me. You can't. He's unfixable. He is what Popeye would say. He is who he is. He ain't changing. He ain't changing. Josh, they have a scent on you. Okay, well, am I supposed to feel good about, is that supposed to make me feel better about my hat collection going up in flames? No. He is who he is, man. And he's funny. He's cute. He's funny. He does funny things. He's entertaining. He is crazy. He just wants to play, which I get, and he does. We play all the time. We play when I've gotten to the point where, like, if he wants to play and I'm like, it's time to go to bed, and he's like, no, I'll have to just lay down there and have my hand out like this, and he'll just sit there and like attack my hand for an hour. He's literally the fastest thing alive ever. Never seen something so fast. Which makes it even worse. He is the definition of fast. Is he fast? Macho's not fast. Otis is fast. No, he doesn't eat the buttons. He doesn't eat anything like that. He spits them out on the floor. Yeah, Dog Defender's got it right here. Don't tell Josh how to train Otis. Well, first of all, there's no training him. Nothing will snap. People used to harass him and give him ideas constantly. And yeah, no help. No help. Yes, they both sleep with me every single night. One either right next to me, and then one typically at my feet, and they're interchangeable. But yeah, very, very. They're both very attached to me. Yeah, Macho just wants to chill, dude. That's all he does. That's all he does. Yeah, Macho's the sweetest thing. He is the cutest little thing. He even does this thing where he'll reach up and like touch your face. It's so cute. Macho, he just like, But yes, of course, Otis is my baby. And Macho is too, but I don't know how long I've had Macho for. I haven't had him I don't think I haven't had him 2 years yet. So probably a year, a little over a year and a half now. And when he first got here, he was very jumpy, like looking around and stuff. And now he's probably in the middle of the floor on his back, spread eagle in front of like the fire, just trying to get his underbelly warm. Like that's his thing. He likes to get his underbelly warm. And he doesn't mind being indecent about it. I tell him to cover up, but he doesn't. So I got to get him a little parka or something. Make Me Laugh says, I've been with you from the start. I watch chats with people. I vibe with funny, interesting common sense. Found out the tube from my hairdresser never left. I found gold, in my opinion. Well, if I'm the gold you found, I appreciate you saying that. I think you're just talking about YouTube, but I want to be a part of that gold. Yeah, dude, he's spread eagle, man. Starfishing, he's just doing something weird. It's just like man. They both love. It's funny how much they love the fire. That's right. Little Macho Man loves the fire. Yeah, Mystic Firefly. He goes spread. He spreads out, dude. He's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I've never heard starfishing. That's funny. Yeah. No, Dog Defender, he doesn't do that anymore. I think you found Christ. I think he's a believer now. After the exorcism. The exorcism. It was an exorcism. Poor guy. And I'm for freedom of religion, except my dog cannot worship the devil. I'm sorry. That's where I draw the line. Buddha, Islam, Jehovah's Witness, whatever he wants. No, just not going to happen, dude. You He's not allowed to worship the devil. Not in my house. He's got to take those activities outside. And since he doesn't like it outside that much, well, too bad. If he wanted to have his little devil worship meetings in the backyard with some squirrels and skunks and rats or whatever the frig it is he's doing out there, fine. But he ain't having those meetings around me. I'm just not letting it happen, dude. Just not going to let it happen. No worshiping Satan in the house. That's a rule. And that goes for everybody. Now, you can go somewhere else, not in the house. That's why it was so important for me to perform the exorcism on him. And so I got really, really freaked out when I saw the demonic dog. I can help you with your dog. I don't know. You've probably left because I think that you were kind of new. I think I would have remembered that name. And like I said, you've probably left, rightfully so, and you probably are never going to come back, and makes total sense. But I'm just saying, I'm offering you help on how to get your dog not to worship the devil anymore. That's all I'm saying. I can help with that. It's okay. We all struggle. So let me know. I'm an expert in the occult when it comes to canines. And I learned trial by fire. I have performed the first known successful dog exorcism in my house. I don't know if it's been done before or not. I'm just saying. Yeah, don't offer to help me. The Dog Defender, the supernatural. We're talking about the supernatural. We're talking about the supernatural, okay? We can't be too careful. This isn't about a dog misbehaving. Otis still misbehaves, but he does not worship Satan. Okay, say what you want about Otis. He doesn't listen. He doesn't sit. He doesn't come when he's supposed to. He gets into things he doesn't supposed to, but he does not worship the devil, okay? And I don't know if he ever actually did, but he was headed down a really, really dark road. But he's not anymore. He's good. He's much better. I think that lady left. She's not coming back. I think it was a lady. I don't know if it was a lady. Did the demonic dog leave? She's gone. She's gone for goods. She left a while ago. It's like, I gotta get the hell out of here. I don't know what the hell's going on. Haven't seen her. She's gone. She's gone. I did. I saved his doggy soul. I did. I'm just wondering if the demonic Maltipoo has had any of those same problems as I have. Probably not. Let me help you, though. She's gone. She's gone. Imagine running somebody off that has a demonic dog as their avatar. That's the depths that this show can go to at times. Meaning, I would probably leave too. We're in weird areas here. I don't even know. I think we started on something totally logical. Now we're talking about dog exorcisms. I say where. I'm the only one talking, but I do feel like the chat and the chat rats lead me down those paths. It absolutely is groundbreaking. Like I said, in my neighborhood, I'm the only person that I know that has ever performed a successful dog exorcism, specifically in my home, but I think in my neighborhood around my block. Yeah, I think. I think. I'm not sure. It is groundbreaking, though. I know that. So if anybody has a possessed dog, just let me know. I can give you advice. I'll give you the link to the holy water. Amazon, $19.99 Prime, comes from the River Jordan. Looks like dookie water, and then you just give it to your dog. Don't drink the rest of it. You'll get a parasite and possibly end up in the hospital. That's just an assumption. I don't know if any of that will really happen. So think about it. I'll get you the link. I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you how many drops and at what pressure you're supposed to. The power of Christ compels you. All dogs go to heaven, and I'm going to make sure of that. My dog's going to heaven. I don't know. I hope your dog does too. Noelle has a cute, that dog is massive. I got little turd dogs. Nana wants to know what kind of a dog is Otis. I don't want to say. I don't like telling people his breed. Because as soon as I say, they go, well, of course. He's a French bulldog. They're both French bulldogs. I somehow ended up with 2 French bulldogs. Isn't that weird? 2 of them. Not once, but 2. I got 2 of them. Oui, they speak French. Both of them. Father and son. They're so cute, though. Macho mostly. Macho's the cute one. Otis is whatever. Macho's not that cute. I mean, Otis isn't that cute. You get over his bull crap really fast. Oh, yeah? Very cool. That is a very powerful profile picture you got going on there. The lamb and lion. Fire. That's a fire profile picture, dude. I love that. That's powerful stuff, man. Don't get me going on the tribulation. We'll be here all night. That is absolutely fire. Look at that thing, dude. I want to get the tattoo of that. Just middle of my chest. Just kidding. But I do like that. Ah, great. Oh, that's awkward. My bad. Good night, everybody.